Hello, so today we're going to be doing shanks and Kid. S.H.Figuarts, and like always, we get it at our local gaming store. Shanks was $84.99 and he was $89.99. So we're going to start with Shanks. Okay, so he's so awesome. I love it because before I get to this, I love how it brought a little Luffy. I just think that's hard. Like, good job. I mean, obviously this is not the figure that you're getting, so it's not really posable. It just comes like this and that's it. Still pretty cool. It's a detail, remember? Details matter. I did have him over there positioned like this. You know, tapping Luffy's head with the hat, the straw hat. And it brought this. I know I did a video yesterday with the Dragon Ball Z, and I talked about the cape. I just think it's amazing because it feels like clothes. Like I said before, some of them come rubbery, and I'm gonna get to that with the next figure because I wish it would have came like clothes. That would have been very cool. And has the wire so you can position it however you want. Don't want to take him out because it was a little struggle. His sword, obviously, you can position it up and down, which is pretty cool depending how position. So I can rotate the legs pretty good. It got very good motion here in the toes, range of motion in the knees as well. I love that little detail. You can have him with his arm complete or without his arm. I'll show you his arm now in a minute. And then good neck motion there and head motion. Also, I can move the hair a little bit here, just like how it has a lot of good flexibility in the neck. Can move it up and down, side to side. Love it. Rubbery clothes here, but down to the detail, very good. Look at that, the clothes here. Overall, the hand, the extra little movement here in the muscle. Can move that pretty good. Okay, so it did bring an extra sword, like if you want to have it out, like if he's ready to fight with it. Here is the arm that you can put on there if you don't want to have it as when his arm gets eaten, I guess. And then it brings an extra six plus, so it'll be 8 hands, fist, however you want to call it in total. I also like how it brings a little extra Luffy face. Even though you can't, well, you can change it here. Do the smiling. Right now he got sad crying Luffy. I'm sure Shanks is telling him that he's going to be gone for a while. And he gave him his straw hat. Love Shanks' face. Here he got, trying to get it here, but they're pretty good. Here. He got Goofy Shanks. Look at that. I'm gonna just show it because I am not gonna. So you can see here, you got the Goofy, you got Happy Shanks, and you got Ready to Fight faces. Okay, oh, and it also brings this extra head or set of hair, and this is the one that you can put his straw hat on Shanks, depending how you want to have him. Overall, Shanks is definitely worth it. Really love it. I will give it a 10 out of 10. Okay, now it's time to review this bad boy. Y'all, I'm doing a realistic review. Like, I don't got all the fancy gadgets and cameras or anything yet. But we start from the bottom. We start from somewhere. Still getting used to this, doing the perfect review. So, like, knowing exactly what words to do and stuff. So, I'm sorry if I'm a little off sometimes. This is just realistic. We start from the bottom. But I appreciate you guys still watching me. Thank you. Okay, so let me start out by showing, I'm just going to show one of his hands because you know that they all pretty much come with their hands like this or like this, but compared to the hands like of other figures I get, these are obviously way bigger because he is a bigger figure. I like how it comes with his nails painted. This face is a classic. You know, in One Piece, there's always random faces. But I love it. I just love the creativity. I love the, you know, just you could do different, I'll say scenes when you're posing the figures and stuff. You have him mad. Even though he kind of always is mad. Got him smiling. And I'm sure this one, he probably said a joke to Luffy and he's laughing. You know, they're always going at it. And this one here also brought a extra faceplate for Luffy here. Okay, let me bring this big boy out. Look at this. Is this worth the $89.99? I mean, look at the flexibility on this. You know, some you can only move it like this with the hand. No, this hand you can move it sideways, up and down, here in the hand. Even the fingers move separately. Look at that. If I want to pose them like this, I sure can. Now that is amazing. That's badass. So they did a very good job on that. Very flexible here at the ankles and toes, the knees, the hips, a little bit extra here on the thighs. The motion and flexibility on it is great. Same, oops, did that a little bit too hard. Gotta be careful. Come on now. The neck is great, flexible. And then this is what I was talking about earlier. I like it. It's amazing. I mean, and I'm saying the whole figure. I like it. I just would have done this a little differently. I would have wanted to feel the you know, I don't even know how to explain it. The clothes, I would like to feel it instead of feeling the rubber. I think that would have been pretty cool. I mean, it could have had the wire so you can be able to position it, you know, but I honestly would have changed that because I do get it that they were trying to keep it, I guess, hard. I don't know, but out of everything, I think I would have changed it. I would have liked to felt the feathers, I would say, on it. That would have been cool. Even though I still like it, this is still pretty cool. But yeah, that's one thing I would have changed. Other than that, this figure is really badass. Here, let me think. That's so cool. It has the scars and everything. Every time I see the figures, I gotta make sure that it's like in the anime, that it has every detail.